Alright, this is like take 4 or 5. I've kind of lost count at this point. Or I keep like working on this thing and then I get interrupted from something and then I start all over again. And then I get interrupted again. And I've progressed further and further, but I keep getting interrupted. So I'm kind of at the point now where I don't care if it's the second coming. I'm just going to finish this and who cares about the interruptions. Here it is. This is like the interior is almost done. It is so close to being done. Um, Basically, all I have to do is paint the steering wheel here. I've got a bunch of pieces I forgot to paint black. Um, stuff like that. But it's done. I added in all the wires that I wanted to. I painted up the interior how I wanted it. Did that panel line wash on the chairs and on the sides. That looks great. And then I just kind of went crazy and said, let's put wires everywhere. And it looks good. It's not perfect. I mean, the real one, the wires are a lot smaller, and they look quite a bit better. But I think, I think it looks pretty darn good for what I have going with the kit right now. So I don't know. I just want to sit there and let you see this. But yeah, adding in all the wires was a blast. I just had fun doing that. So um, yeah, got a couple things to paint black, and I forgot to do this thing. This is the overhead console, so I might as well do that now that I'm here. So yeah, I have to paint the steering wheel. This piece here, this goes on the bottom of the car, and the windows. I have to paint the frame on the side doors there. Um, oops. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is most of these are lights. I did look that up just a little while ago. Most of them are light bulbs and stuff, and they're probably kind of like the original series Star Trek, where they're light bulb and button. So I'm gonna paint them silver, and then I'm just gonna paint them a whole bunch of clears on top of that, and I'll give it a really nice looking metallic feel to it. I'm not even really too worried about this piece though, because it's like it really is one that you're gonna have to look for to see it. So if I don't really notice it at all, I won't be too upset. Like, okay, if I forgot it as a kid, I'd just be kind of like, whatever. No one's gonna be looking on the roof anyways. I just decided I should paint these little squares in here. I think there's supposed to be gauges on here, but really I have no idea how on earth you're going to be able to see that, because it's a very, very tight, cramped little corner in there, and you're supposed to like look up at it. It doesn't quite, it doesn't quite work. Um, there we go. And I'll paint the frame around that black. The other thing I did was I cut off this part here. This goes on the top of the car, right here, but it's way too tall. So I have to sand it and scale it down a lot before I get it to the right height that it's supposed to be. It's pretty flat when you see it on the Delorean in the movie. It's very unnoticeable, but on here it's way too tall. So I cut off the box, sanded it down, and I gotta sand down more to get that piece to fit properly. Don't know what all that yelling is in the background. I just hope they haven't hurt themselves. Okay. So there's that. Now, I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. I was thinking about trimming these down a lot thinner, these side pegs here, and kind of I want to keep at least two of the pegs on either side so that they fit into the holes here. There's two pegs in there, so like if I cut like the front or the back one off, it wouldn't really matter too much to me. But I'd like to just get rid of all of this, get it to fit down there better, because it's the sore thumb of this kit. I can see a lot of stuff that I can just trim. Okay. Oh, there we go, that's better. And let's see how this fits now. Oh, wow. Oh. Huh. That's almost exactly how I want it to fit. Almost. I just want it... Oh, that is so cool. So I cut off those two pegs there, and they were like braces. That did like the world. Oh, that one needs to be trimmed down more. I may have stumbled on something here. I actually might have done something right. Now Daddy will love me forever. Oh. This is... I hate it when you're fiddling over a piece and it's like such a peculiar tight fit, and you're just like, okay, now it'll fit, now it'll fit. All is good in the world. And then you get it, it's like, oh, dang it. Now that one doesn't fit. Okay, so, yeah, I need to trim that. Or do I need to trim that one? I'm not even sure anymore. Hold on. You know what, actually? I know what I'm going to do with this thing now. Okay, I did get it to fit in here better. You can see it right there. So what I need to do is clamp both of these ends down with super glue. I didn't realize that before. I was going to sand down this part here to make this flatter, but I have these plugs in here, those two little spikes in there, and those are for the connecting cables, and so I can't get rid of those, but I'm kind of happy with where it is now, like here. And yeah, if I just super glue the bottom there, yeah, okay, that actually works. That's cool. Okay, let's do that. Let's get out the super glue. I have to buy new super glue soon, but I haven't, so I hope that this bottle will cooperate for a little while. Whoop. Okay, super glue is working. Alright, so I want to put a drop in here that'll hold it down from like buckling up. At least that's my hope. So let's take clamp it down. I don't want to damage the body, because that would be very difficult, next to impossible, for me to fix and replicate. Okay, so that goes there, and this one goes there. Nope. Ugh. I'm wrecking everything now. Alright. I'm just gonna leave it. Dab and dab, and there. Try not to glue the mini clothespins, because that would not be fun to rip that off. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I'm still happy with the color that they told me to use in there. They tell me to use a blue color like this. I just don't want it to stand out too much, but I think it actually kind of blends in a bit. But I've been kind of looking at different color to use, like gray. I think I'll use that. That'll probably work better. I was using medium blue, but this has got kind of a grayish blue. This actually might be even better to use. So let's see. It's a little old. Just needs cleaning and a bit of thinner to it, so that'll work. That's pretty good. So these are the bars, or I don't know, they call them quantum flux arrays. So these go all around the car, and they're what glow blue when the car goes back in time. So how I'm going to paint them is aluminum. I'm going to paint the whole thing aluminum, and then I'm just going to hand brush these, and then paint chrome on the edges, and then all the clamps holding it down are black. So these are, you know, pretty simple to do. And then they connect, like this one fits right underneath here, like that. So, and yeah. My only concern right now is getting that thing down and looking more spiffy, so. I can paint the lights though. There were only 3 colors that I noticed: red, orange, yellow. And I don't have yellow, and I've tried mixing these paints before and they don't mix too well with each other. So I'll just use green instead. Like I said, yeah, only the real diehard fans are going to notice. course it's tight. There we go. I know, like Mr. Hobby has apparently like a little tool you can buy for removing like Mr. Hobby and Tamiya paint lids that get stuck on there really tight. And I just kind of had to laugh at that. I don't think that works. I would like to get one if I ever found one in the store and kind of try it out, but I really don't think that works on things like this. You can go check it out. It's like called Mr. Hobby or Mr. Paint Can Remover or Paint Jar Opener. I can't remember. Something along those lines. And there. So that's done and painted up. It's nothing too accurate or too pretty, but it's done. That's all I really care about. So if I see it and looking in the inside, it'll at least look kind of cool. So okay, so that's about it for me. I'm gonna go and airbrush the windows and those other parts I mentioned. I am basically done with this kit. I'm just tired of building a car. Like I said, they're not my thing, and I'm just tired of it. I'd like to get it done really quickly here. I keep finding problems, and they're mostly like my own fault because I get too anxious and I'm like, oh, I'm done, and then I get there and it's, oh, I forgot to do this and this and this. Like I thought I had the all the interior done. I forgot I had to spray paint a whole bunch of stuff black. So whatever, that's all part of the game, and I'll get it done. It'll look good, I hope. But anyways, that's about it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to check out stevethefish.net. Check out his channel. Greg's doing the Aoshima Delorean. I'm doing the Polar Lights version. So definitely go check out his channel anyways, because it's an awesome channel. He's got a bunch of great videos and really cool stuff in there. I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, go check that out. There's a link to his channel. It should be underneath every single one of these videos. If not, it's a reminder to myself to go post him on there. So I'll probably be doing that now if I forgot. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.